Hello again, it's Nick here from Nick's News and Reviews, and now we're going to be looking at Pac-Man Pinball Advance, a release on the Game Boy Advance, the good old Game Boy Advance, developed by Humansoft, you can see by the graphic there, published by Namco, licensed by Nintendo of course, and this was produced in 2005. The original Pac-Man came out in 1980, and since that point there's been like an endless supply of different sort of games. As far as pinball goes, this one's a little bit bland, but still offers something. Consists of 2 tables, and you can't beat that Pac-Man music for a good bit of retro. So, different languages. I think we'll go for English. That seems to make much more sense here, as I am English. So, what's going on with this game then? Well, it got mixed reviews at the time. I don't think people were too impressed with it. Fairly solid. Here's the game behind it. Nightmare in Nighttime in Pac Village. Pac-Man, this is my greatest invention, the Pac-Finder. This is all pretty ropey stuff. It's just trying to explain how you've gone from a maze to playing pinball. Not really needed, really. So we've got to rescue the residents of Pac-Land by completing tasks on these pinball tables. There's 2 of them, but the gameplay is pretty much identical on both. The sound is identical on both. Could have done a bit more, I think, but in terms of handhelds, surpassed now really. I prefer Pinball Arcade or Zen Studios with their latest tables, which are pretty crazy. But anything with Pac-Man and the Pac-Man music, it's got that nostalgia feel. Don't think it won too many rewards, got mixed reviews. Those dreaded ghosts, Blinky, Plinky, Inky and Clyde. I think we better start the game, better we? I'm waffling on a bit. Yes, love that music. So in the got a choice of tables, Pac Village and Haunted Boardwalk. But on both of them you've got to collect those yellow pellets. When you collect a power pellet, of course, then the ghosts will go blue and you get extra points for hitting them. So let's have a look then. Pac-Man Pinball Advance, Table 1, Pac Village, balls released. Got flippers down the bottom here. Graphically, I don't think they could have done too much more for the Game Boy Advance. The ball physics are okay without being exceptional. It does feel like a pinball game. The ball's in the shape of Pac-Man. So we've already hit a power pellet, so as many ghosts we can hit by aiming it correctly. We've got 3 balls, I believe. As soon as we lose them all, it's the end of the game. But they've truly recreated the sounds of the original Pac-Man there, so it's got that feel about it. But other than that, it's just a pinball game with a strong theme of Pac-Man. There isn't a great deal to do here compared to other pinball tables you will find, but it's all about getting the highest score you can. House is open, we've triggered something, just got to aim for that, and then there might be a small mini game. House is in blue there, keep missing it. But yes, not a great deal to it really, not much to do. But it's good for wasting a few minutes. I can't diss this game too much. Eat all the Pac dots. Does what it says on the tin. It's Pac-Man and it's pinball. Doesn't blow the gaming world away at all from 2005. So let's just show you a bit of gameplay, as per usual. Reviews said it was a little bit bland, and I have to agree with that. Gameplay a little bit limited, they said as well. Well, I have to agree with that as well. I think I've already mentioned it. There's some bumpers, so pinball tables tend to have similar things. They've got flippers and a spinner there on the right, up on the top there. Scrolls quite well, picks up with the play. But compared to other pinball offerings now, I get bored a little bit quickly on this one. So we just triggered some more power pills to get. Ghost chase mode activated. It's the most exciting bit of the game. Get those ghosts. Whoops. Well, we've got a few of them anyway. What's the score? 4205. Is that good? I've got no way of telling. I don't know anyone else who had this game. I think I bought this when I was on holiday. Can't remember where. Might have been America. Yeah, the flipper sounds sound authentic, I'll give it that. quickly running out of things to say regarding this. Good old Namco. I don't know how many games they've released in their history, but must be quite a few. Licensed by Nintendo. There's the spinner on the right there. But most pinball games, it's like missions to do by going up a certain number of ramps a few times, triggers other things. Ball saver, it goes down the side, it kicks it back again. But yeah, a rather lack of things to do on this, not many missions. So it's not going to be a super long review, I don't think. Stay with it. Hopefully I should be reviewing a few more Pac-Man games if I find a way how to record them. Especially Zen Studios and Pinball Arcade, because at the moment, and time of recording, that's where pinball is at. Great tables. Pinball Arcade tends to go for recreations of real tables, which are good. And Zen Pinball is a bit like a, well, here we go, a mini game. Good, at least we've got one. Zen Pinball tends to do the, well, games that would be possible if there was no laws of physics, I would say. Animated characters dancing around and so forth. Pac-Man Pinball is advanced, is not really that advanced. A lot more straightforward. But a nice touch having the Pac-Man there as the ball. Spins around quite well. Get a sense of movement. I don't think this was based on any real-life table, but no doubt there was some Pac-Man tables. If you ever played one, then comment below. I've personally never seen one. But it might be more prevalent in the States, pinball games. That tend to get, well, they get a few in the UK, but in the States it's a bit more bigger business, which is a shame really, because I love pinball. Eat all the Pac-Dots, it says. Well, I think that's the same with any Pac-Man game really. And Miss Pac-Man, let's not forget her. We've got one dot to collect, it's like in the middle there, but I keep missing it. Right, kill those ghosts. Blinky, Inky and whoever they're called, Clyde. Oh, it's got one, it's got two, I think. We get two. Ghost chase mode ended. So they retreat to the bottom there. P letter is lit. Right, see those letters flashing in the middle there? We light all them up. Get some other special mode. Got fruit mode, so hit that, get some bonus points. Just like you would in a normal Pac-Man game, of course, when the fruit turns up in the middle. Fruit collected, bingo. Yeah, I'm a top Pac-Man player. Top pinball player, as you can tell. Whoops. Yes, game over. So I think we'll quickly show you the other table, but not as lengthy as this one, because it plays identical, although things are in a slightly different place. I like the music on this one, they've made a good effort, without being up too spectacular. Back to the main menu. I'm dithering here. Don't really need a tutorial. Pac-Man is Pac-Man. Probably tells you a few things you can do, but to be honest with you, there isn't that many. So, from the Pac Village, we go over to the haunted Boardwalk. It doesn't really feel that haunted. Graphics are a little bit darker. I could listen to this music all day, I think. Perhaps I should change it to the ringtone on my phone. You can see the ball releases from exactly the same place as before. A few heavy hired rail tracks, bit of forest down the bottom there. But apart from that, the ball physics are identical. There's an extra flipper midway there, which I keep missing. So yeah, essentially it's exactly the same. Not a great deal of variety between the two tables. Good old Pac-Man. He never had an obesity problem though, despite the amount of pills he had. See, same missions as well. Kill the ghosts. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with the ball physics of this for the Game Boy Advance, the handheld. Feels fair. Cannon there, I think there's a way of getting that to shoot by doing something. Round the rail track. Collect the fruit. Where's that? Can't really see the fruit. Oh, we collected it. Must have collected it as soon as it spawned. Interesting. Got the P flashing in the Pac-Man word, so all the missions are essentially the same. I would say this is a middle-of-the-road game, really. Not terrible, but not brilliant either. I don't think it'd be anyone's top 10, I don't think. But I don't think there was too many pinball games to choose from in the Game Boy Advance, so if you was going to get one, this is probably one of the ones you might have favoured. I certainly played it a lot. Don't know why. I think it's the Pac-Man influence, really. Feels pretty retro, Pac-Man. Right, collect the fruit again. Same fruit as the other table, those cherries. Yes. I don't think we'll take this too much further. You've pretty much seen all that the Pac-Man Pinball Advance has to offer. Not sure this did have a sequel. I doubt it. But 2005, maybe they could have done a bit better. There we go, so it's giving us an option to buy something. I think we can only afford fruit, to be honest. Extra life will be handy. From 3 to 1, what does that mean? Ball save. Cool Miss Pac-Man, that would be good. Well, cool Miss Pac-Man, I think that might be multi-ball, to be honest, so we've got two at the same time. I love multi-ball on pinball tables, makes everything worthwhile. All goes a bit crazy. The ghost treat to the bottom there. Yes, and that was Pac-Man Pinball Advance on the Game Boy Advance. I hope you liked that one. Until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye.